Hi, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, I'm so stoked that you're here. My name is Shelagh. I am a holistic dietitian, a somatic nutritionist, and a yoga teacher, of course. And this morning we have a quick flow for period cramps, PMS, anything uncomfortable in the menstrual phase. We have one optional prop today if you'd like to use a pillow, just to melt into the poses a little bit more and feel a little bit more supported. So we're going to get started in a wide leg child's pose. If wide leg is a little bit too much for your hips, you can keep your knees a little bit closer together. But so you'll bring your feet together, knees apart, and if you want, you can bring that pillow like right to your lap, and you'll just slowly melt down onto your mat. Maybe bringing your forehead to your mat and just resting here. Invitation through our practice today to visualize sending your breath to your cramps or to your womb space. Just helps tap into that mind-body connection a little bit deeper. And I like to visualize the breath warming up the cramps like an ice cube is melting. And we'll be here for about another minute or so. And you can start to walk your hands up towards your body. And you can remove that pillow, just put it to the side for now, and we'll shift forward into a tabletop. So hands beneath your shoulders, knees beneath your hips. And on an inhale, we'll drop the belly, open up the chest, and gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, arching your back, tucking your chin, like you're pressing the back of your heart space up towards the sky. And then we'll continue this movement for about another minute. Invitation to make it your own. Really let your hips move here. I like to take some barrel rolls, maybe switching out the direction. Option to bring your hips back to one ankle and then the other, stretching into the side body in that inner thigh. Pairing your movement with your breath. And then we're going to flip our toes, lift our knees, and quickly send our hips up and back into a downward facing dog. On your inhale, you can lift up your right foot just to step it forward to the outside of your right hand, lowering your left knee, coming into a lizard lunge here. Maybe you gently rock from side to side. Remember, this class is supposed to feel good. So let it feel good. If this doesn't feel good, maybe you pull back a little bit. Maybe you skip ahead to the next posture. But just giving your hips and your low belly a little bit of space. And then we're going to just switch it out to the other side. So you can move through tabletop. You can press back up to a down dog if you'd like. Maybe you circle out the hips. I'm going to move through down dog. So if you'd like to come with me, you can bring your hips up and back, lifting your left leg, placing your left foot on the outside of your left hand, and bringing your right knee down to the mat. Remember, this side might feel a little bit different than the last. That's perfectly normal. Your left and right side bodies are siblings, not twins. So if this side feels different, congrats, you're a human. Maybe swing from side to side here. And then from here, we're going to move into a seated position. So you can get there however you'd like. Maybe you send your left foot and leg back, coming onto your heels and sending your legs out in front of you. But you can bring your feet to the edges of your mat, hands behind you, and we're going to take some windshield wipers. So bringing your knees over to the left, over to the right. Just gently swing from side to side. Seeing how slowly you can take this motion, how relaxed can you be? This time you'll send one leg out in front of you and the sole of your foot to your inner thigh. You can place that pillow on your thigh of the extended leg if you'd like to use it. And we'll just gently fall over the pillow, reaching for that extended foot. Not pushing too hard here, just gently reaching for wherever you can get. And maybe that means that you're still just kind of sitting up, slowly hinging forward at your hips. Maybe your hands come to your shin. Maybe they reach your foot, your toes. It's all perfect. Focusing on that breath. Exhaling fully. And on your next inhale, we'll slowly sit up. And we'll switch out your legs. Maybe you want to take a windshield wiper or two in between, just to sort of shake it out a little bit. And then whenever you're ready, we'll switch to the other side. So extending the other leg, bringing that pillow to your thigh or quad if you'd like to use it, and slowly falling over that pillow, reaching for your foot or your knee or your shin or anywhere in between, wherever feels good for you. Remembering that this side will feel different than the other. And don't make that wrong. I'm wondering if you can hear the birds around me. It's very, very peaceful. When you're ready on your next inhale, you can slowly roll up and then sending your legs out in front of you, opening them up nice and wide. So now we're going to be in a wide-legged seated position, and we're going to fall into a wide leg forward fold. So option again to use your pillow here if you'd like. You can put it right in front of you. And then walking your hands out in front of you. Maybe your forearms come to the earth, depending on how bulky your pillow is. That might make a difference in how far you're able to get. But just letting that low belly and that womb space breathe. Letting that low belly expand and take up space on your inhale. So many of us, especially as women, are subconsciously sucking in all the time and holding tension in our low belly, in our abdomen. And it actually has a pretty negative impact on our health. Our organs need space to function and breathe. If we are contracted all the time, that's telling your nervous system we are not safe, we cannot relax. So an invitation to check in with that low belly. Are you sucking in even just a tiny bit without realizing it? On your next inhale, you can walk your hands up. We'll come back into a seated position. Invitation to take a few more windshield wipers. This is my favorite thing to do, if you haven't noticed by now. I do this multiple times in like all of my classes. And then you can roll onto your back and hug your knees into your chest. Maybe you gently rock from left to right, side to side, massaging out that low back. And then you can reach your feet up towards the ceiling, reaching for the outer edge of your feet, pulling your knees down into your armpits, coming into our happy baby pose. Option to stay here, or if you'd like to bring a little bit of movement in, maybe you extend one leg and bend the other, taking a little bit of a rocking happy baby from side to side. And once you feel complete with this pose, you can send your right leg down to the bottom of the mat, and we'll bring your left knee over to the right side of your body, sending your left arm out to the side, and your gaze is over that left shoulder. Your right hand can be on your left knee, or maybe you extend it out so your arms are like a T. Twisting is amazing for our digestive system and your internal organs. And if you're experiencing bloating during your period, twisting can be really nice. It also helps to break up some of the tension in your back if you have back pain at this time of the month. We'll take about 3 more breaths here before we switch sides. And letting these breaths be long. The slower your breath and the longer your exhale, the more we're signaling to that parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest calm nervous system state, that we are safe, telling it to come online. And then whenever you're ready, you can start to bring that. And whenever you're ready, you can come back through center, hugging both knees to your chest. Maybe again, giving it 1 or 2 rocks. Then sending that left leg out in front of you, bringing your right knee over to the left side of your body. Extending that right hand out to the side. Maybe your left hand comes to your knee, or maybe it reaches out so your arms are like a T. And we're gazing over towards that right hand. Invitation to check in with your body. And how do you feel now compared to when we first began? What shifts have transpired? either physically, energetically, or mentally. A lot of us are told or raised to not enjoy our periods, not like them, dread them, or even try to skip them. I am of the opinion that your period is one of the best times of the month for so many reasons. Our intuition spikes when you're on your period. It's a really powerful time to turn in and slow down, meditate, journal, and also just connect with your body. Our cycles as women are so divine, and I think they make us really magical beings. And so how can we harness the wisdom within us in these cycles, in this menstruation, to take advantage of it, rather than try to skip it or push through it or keep going in your daily routine as if it wasn't happening? If you are interested in learning more about that, I will leave a resource down below. And then you can come back through center, hugging those knees to your chest one last time. And then you can send your legs out in front of you. We'll come into our Shavasana, tucking your shoulders behind your back to open up your heart a little bit more. Maybe you want to bring your pillow underneath your knees. I love to bring my pillow or a block underneath my hips, just because it opens up that hip flexor in the front of your hips a little bit more. And we'll spend our last few moments of practice here together in stillness. While we are not moving, Shavasana is the most important asana of the whole practice. We spend so much of our lives going and doing. But there is so much wisdom to be found in stillness. And we are human beings, not human doings. So can you allow yourself to just be here for the next few minutes, being with your breath and with your body? Invitation to stay here. If you'd like to stay in your Shavasana longer, you can just pause the video here or exit out or mute. But if you're ready to move on with your day, you can start to, keeping your eyes closed, just bring awareness to your external world. What is the temperature on your skin? Where does your body meet your mat or the ground or the floor? Maybe start to bring some gentle movement into your fingers and your toes, shaking your head from side to side. Stretching your arms and your legs like you're taking a big good morning stretch. And then you can roll over to a comfortable side, maybe using that bicep as a pillow. Pausing here, taking in these last few moments. And then you can gently press up into a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Pouring some gratitude into yourself for showing up for yourself, showing up to your mat. Receiving gratitude from me for sharing your practice together. And I hope to see you back on the mat real soon. Shanti, shanti, shanti.